I used to think Glock was the peak. You know how a gun is so hyped, you just want to find out for yourself what all the noise is about so you can get one or two? I carried a Glock 19 for years, trusted it, swore by it, but the day I picked up a Smith and Wesson M&P M2.0, something shifted. I didn't expect to be impressed. I definitely didn't expect to consider switching, but one by one, Smith and Wesson's latest pistols began wrecking my assumptions. If you've been in my shoes before, then surely you're not alone. With dozens of models, calibers, and configurations, figuring out which Glock is right for you can feel like stepping into a firing range blindfolded. The Glock brand has earned a reputation for reliability, simplicity, and performance across the board. Whether you're interested in concealed carry, home defense, competition shooting, or just want a dependable pistol you can count on, there's a Glock designed for that role. It won't turn you into John Wick overnight, but choosing the right Glock can give you the confidence and capability to carry, shoot, and defend with ease. But with so many models out there, like the 17, 19, 43X, 26, and so on and so forth, how do you even begin to choose? What's the best Glock for beginners? Which one should you trust for home defense? And what about concealed carry? Making this decision is harder than you think. But this review isn't about Glock, it's about the Smith and Wesson pistols that beat Glocks hands down. Let me walk you through as to what changed everything and why. And after this lineup, you might never reach for that Glock ever again. The M&P M2.0 didn't whisper when it came into the market, it made a lot of noise. You know how it is when something unconventional hits the stage and people wonder just how they got the answer to a prayer they never really knew they had? The second I fired my first magazine through the compact version, the grip texture clung like a glove, sure and steadfast. That aggressive stippling, it kept the gun anchored even with rapid fire. The trigger is flat-faced and cleaner than the mushy Glock break I'd grown used to that snapped like a taut wire, and the recoil was gone, or at least reduced so much it made my Glock feel like it was throwing a tantrum. The M2.0 is really something else. The aggressive grip texture provided unparalleled control, especially during rapid fire. The trigger's crisp break and short reset enhanced my shooting accuracy. The full-sized version offered a balanced feel, while the compact was perfect for concealed carry without sacrificing performance. The M2.0's reliability and ergonomics made my Glock feel outdated. The M2.0 gave me everything I wanted from a striker-fired pistol. Better balance, more natural point of aim, and a feeling like I wasn't settling anymore. For around $599, it suddenly made my Glock feel unfinished. Now here's where it really hit me. The M&P Shield Plus is that subcompact, double-stack, optic-ready pistol with a flat-faced trigger that feels like it was custom-built. The Shield Plus wasn't just competing with the Glock 43X when it was made, it was outclassing it. I carried it for 2 weeks straight, and despite the 13+1 capacity, it practically vanished inside the waistband. During dry fire drills, the reset gave crisp feedback, while the grip texture actually gave me retention without chewing up my skin. Reliability? Perfect. The Shield Plus redefined what I'd expected from a subcompact. With a 13+1 capacity, it rivals larger pistols without maintaining a slim profile. The flat-faced trigger is a significant upgrade, offering a smooth pull and quick reset. Its reliability is truly impeccable, handling various ammo types without even a hitch. For concealed carry, it became my top choice. No hiccups, even with hollow points. Glock made me believe that compromise was part of concealment. The Shield Plus, on the other hand, taught me otherwise, and at just under $500, it's the steal that Glock fans don't want to admit exists. I'm not gonna lie to you, I laughed when I first saw the equalizer, but then I rocked it and the low effort slide just knocked me out awestruck. This gun is easy to shoot and efficient, placing no distinction between old and new shooters. It's fast, the internal hammer system smooths out recoil in a way most striker-fire subcompacts can't match. Shooting the equalizer was pretty much like cheating. I was initially skeptical, but the equalizer impressed me with its user-friendly design. The easy-to-rack slide and internal hammer system made shooting comfortable and manageable. It came with 3 magazines, 10, 13, and 15 rounds, catering to different needs from concealed carry to full-size capacity. The optics-ready slide and accessory rail adds versatility to the equalizer. It outperformed my expectations, offering a blend of comfort and functionality. I was punching tight groups out to 15 yards in rapid fire, and I wasn't even trying hard at that. Add in a 15-round mag, optics cut, and an insanely controllable feel, and you've got a pistol that doesn't just beat the Glock 43X, but also makes it feel like a clunky antique. At $459, the equalizer lives up to its name. You know that one moment when you feel like you've outgrown polymer? That was me when I first held the M&P M2.0 metal. The aluminum alloy frame gave it just the right amount of weight. The M2.0 metal brought a new level of refinement. The aluminum alloy frame adds weight, reducing recoil and improving stability. The enhanced trigger and optics-ready slide caters to both casual shooters and competitors. The best part of it is its durability and performance, which make it stand out, offering a premium feel without the premium price tag. I do like to consider it not heavy, but solid and very purposeful. The recoil is considerably flatter than on average full-sized Glocks, and the gun just feels solid through every shot that I take. Precision work is easy, and quick follow-up shots are controlled. At around $899, the M2.0 metal shoots like $1,000 2011. It seems Smith and Wesson finally got tired of playing catch-up and decided to take the lead. Let me be frank with you guys. I didn't expect to like anything about the CSX E-Series. A hammer-fired micro-compact with a manual safety literally sounded like a throwback to me, but when I actually took it to the range, I couldn't believe how good it felt. All metal, 12+1 capacity, and it points like an extension of your hand. The single-action trigger was light but positive, and the low bore axis made recoil easy to manage even with +P loads. It's got this old-school classy vibe to it, but it runs like a modern-day concealed carry champ. The CSX E-Series combines classic design with modern features. Its aluminum alloy frame and single-action trigger provides a unique shooting experience even I can't deny, although I can only speak for myself. The modular grip and interchangeable back straps ensured a comfortable fit. The optics-ready slide with the clear side cut kept my sight picture clear. It really is a perfect blend of tradition and innovation. Glock doesn't even make anything comparable. For just $599, this is one of those guns that sneaks up on you and stays with you. The top 3 on our list is an unusual pick. This is where Smith and Wesson just decided to dunk on Glock completely. The M&P FPC folds in half like a book, stores max in the stock, and still gives you a full-length 16-inch carbine performance out of 9mm. And guess what? It accepts M&P pistol mags, so if you're running an M2.0 or Shield Plus, you're already set. I took it to the range and had way more fun than I care to admit. Rapid fire drills felt controlled and on target. The folding pistol carbine is no doubt a game changer. Its folding design makes it compact and portable, essentially ideal for storage and transport. The compatibility with M&P magazines and the integrated magazine storage in the stock are some thoughtful touches to the gun. On the range, it was accurate and reliable, offering the performance of a carbine in a compact package. Whether you want it for home defense, it's got you. And if you want it to hang with you in your truck, fire on. Glock has nothing close to this in their lineup, and for $659, it's probably the most fun-to-function ratio you'll ever get from a PCC. This is the one that started it all, the Shield. Sounds like I'm talking about the WWE wrestling team of three that was always set to ruin a match the moment it wasn't going their way. Well, it's not them, but yep, the Smith and Wesson Shield sure does the same thing. It completely changes the game, and you know what? Even in 2025, it still holds up. Sure, it's not as sexy or high capacity as the Shield Plus, but it's reliable, accurate, and thin enough to disappear on your belt. I mean, it is the predecessor. The original Shield remains a solid choice. Its slim design makes it easy to carry, and its reliability is unquestionable. While it lacks some of the modern features of newer models, it's straightforward and dependable, proving that simplicity still has its place. For new shooters or anyone on a budget, it's still better than a Glock 43 in almost every meaningful way. Less snappy, easier to control, and just plain consistent. At under $400, it's proof that Smith and Wesson has always known how to build solid carry guns. The Smith & Wesson Performance Center M&P M2.0 is the pistol you probably didn't know you ever needed. It's got a ported barrel, tuned trigger, lightened slide, and everything else in between. It's the kind of pistol you shoot and immediately feel like a better shooter. I ran double taps, transitions, failure to stop drills, all cleaner than ever. You would think the Performance Center name was just marketing, but it's not. They tuned this thing like a track car. The Performance Center M2.0 was built for precision. The ported barrel reduces muzzle flip, allowing for faster follow-up shots. The tuned trigger is crisp and responsive. It comes optics ready, catering to shooters looking for an enhanced performance. It's a remarkable factory-tuned pistol that delivers competition-level accuracy. The trigger is even crisper than the regular M2.0, and the muzzle flip reduction from the porting, unreal. Glock has no equivalent that comes close off the shelf. This thing is a factory race gun for around $899 and is sure worth every dollar. Look, I still respect Glock. They've earned their place all right, but Smith & Wesson just raised the bar in a way that made me look back at my Glocks and think, what was I thinking? From carry guns to performance pistols to futuristic carbines, they've carved out a line that's more innovative, more shootable, and honestly, more exciting. If you haven't tried out even one of these yet, then maybe it's time, because after what I've experienced, you might never pick a Glock ever again. Alrighty there, amigos, that's it for this video. Enjoyed the review? I'm sure you did. And if you haven't done so yet, make sure you're subscribed and click a thumbnail to dive right back into more fascinating firearms content from us. We'd also love to hear from you. If you have experience with any of these handguns or have a personal favorite that's not on the list, do share your thoughts and insights in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to share this video with a friend and family member and leave us a comment with your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching.